beautiful people. Welcome to the space. I welcome you all just to tune into yourself for a moment while a few more people joining us today. Just close your eyes, a couple of deep breath in, breath out while we're entering our journey today. If you feel comfortable, I welcome you to turn on your camera so then you can connect with all of us, with your presence and with your essence. The more we can see each other and the more we can hear each other at some point, the deeper we actually go into this journey individually but also collectively. So thank you so much for sharing your presence. My name is Aliciana Ra. I'm a Kundalini Yoga, Tantra and hypnotherapy teacher, and I've been using these tools that I will be sharing with you today to a degree for a very long time, maybe for about 15, 17 years in my life. But for the last 4 years, I went very deep into Kundalini Yoga and have been practicing it every day and seen some massive, tremendous shifts in my consciousness and in my life. And I feel deeply inspired to share it with as many people as possible. Let me see the sound. This is the background. Yes, and if anybody still didn't mute your mic, please mute it. Also, I have a music playing in the background in my own space. So let's see if I turn it off for a moment. All right. And I wanted to check with you guys, for whoever it is for the first time, if any of you here are trying Kundalini Yoga for the first time, or if you have any very specific questions about just something maybe that's burning for you to ask, please feel free to ask so I can answer your questions before we dive in. And if there's no questions specifically, I'll just give you the basics of Kundalini Yoga for now, so we can dive right into the practice. So Kundalini Yoga, in my personal experiential understanding, is a technology that is designed to activate our full vehicle, full human body, not just at the normal human level as we understand it, so we become healthy and inspired and can do the things we're designed here to do on this planet Earth, but actually to much more subtle frequencies where we can time travel, where we can see all kinds of very subtle things that are considered to be magical. Actually, in Kundalini Yoga, it's a very practical, there's a very practical understanding that all of those layers of reality are accessible to the consciousness. And Kundalini Yoga is a system that is using breath work. We breathe in sometimes deeply, sometimes holding the breath, sometimes doing rapid breath of fire. So we use breath work, we use the movement of our spine, we use mudras, putting the fingers and activating specific nadis, specific energetic channels to move in a specific direction, and mantras, in which we code our consciousness and our reality and concentrate our attention into one place. And in that way, we activate specific chakras in our bodies, kind of like a Swiss bank account. So when the Swiss bank account has the final combination put correctly, the account opens. And that's what, so to speak, the crown chakra opens, when all of our chakras finally tuned in and purified. And this is what we're doing in Kundalini, is we're purifying our chakras so then they can fully open up and allow the life force dance through it effortlessly without any restrictions. And an important note to mention in Kundalini Yoga is that we can try to open our first 5 chakras, from the root chakra to the sacral, to the navel point, to the heart, to the throat. Like, we can do specific exercises, we can do the breath work, we can meditate, we can also, practice certain austerities and also kind way of thinking. It's all very much in combination with the eightfold path of yoga practices, yeah. But then the final chakra, the third eye chakra, is actually there's a knot that is will always stay closed unless we let go of our ego control of reality, including our awakening. And there's kind of the cosmic joke in Kundalini Yoga is that you can try as hard as you want for the first 5 chakras, but then on the 6th chakra, you actually need to just let go and surrender and just be kind to yourself and others, and trust that if the grace of the consciousness wants for your Swiss bank account to fully open up, so to speak, it will. But and this is an important understanding for any of us on the spiritual path. So then we keep our spiritual ego in check, and really know that there's only to a certain degree we can do things, and to this final degree, very important final degree, it's not about our ego, and it's not about trying. It's actually about letting go and surrendering and opening our hearts, and just trust. So just an important thing to mention before we tap into this very mystical technology. Ladies, if you're on your moon, then instead of breath of fire, we're going to do deep, long breathing. So deep breathing, breath of fire is you're breathing out of your nose, and then you use your belly to give you extra strength, yeah? And so if you're on your moon, instead of breathing out, you basically just do slow, deep breathing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Yeah. What else? Most of the Kundalini yoga is done with eyes closed. We focus on the third eye, and we roll our eyes up and keep it there. And in that way, the muscles activate specific neural pathways of our pineal gland and our pituitary gland to actually start secrete. So this is the reason why we're keeping it up there. And of course, also so you're not visually distracted by other things in your outer reality, so you can actually go deep inside of yourself. And the final thing is, we're going to do this practice. We're going to do each kriya. Kriya means action in Sanskrit. So we're going to do each kriya, each little exercise for 3 minutes. And at the end of each exercise, we're going to take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and then lock the root lock, which means use your anus, your sexual organs, and your lower abdominal. So everything just like a bathtub. Close, hold your breath, focus on the third eye, shoulders are relaxed, and just stay there for as long as you can. Why we do this? Because human body is a vehicle, a torus, that has the energy moving. So when the energy is not activated, it's kind of a small circle, so it just kind of stays in the same place. But when we start doing Kundalini yoga, the energy actually starts to rise higher and higher and higher and expand. And then for us to anchor that new level of energy that we've just activated, it's important to take a deep breath in at the end of each kriya, hold the root lock, which means squeeze your anus, your sexual organs, hold the breath, focus on the third eye, and stay in that pause for as long as you can. And in that way, you code your consciousness and your body and your cells that now it is at a new level of energy and it's your new status quo. And the more your body soaks it up. And so then at the end of it, when you cannot hold anymore, you let go, breathe out, relax. And that's how you also receive everything that you just activated. And it's very important, this balance of like go, go, go when we do Kriya. And we say in Kundalini, when we do the Kriya, we talk to God. We like call the VIP line to the God consciousness. Then when we hold the breath, God picks up the phone and we look the guy straight into the eyes, the God. It could be definitely a woman too. And then you close your eyes and you look at it with your eyes closed through your third eye, and you remember that you are God's consciousness. And then when you finally let go and breathe out, the God talks to you, through you. And that's when we usually have the most beautiful insights, realizations, aha moments, unbelievable relaxation, bliss. There's a lot of beautiful things happen in our body at that time. And in the beginning, when I started doing Kundalini yoga, actually, fun fact, I started doing it because I was just like, I can get high and I don't even need to take any drugs. This is amazing. Sorry for my scandalous aspects of my past, scandalous past from New York. But basically, you know, our body is such a laboratory and it has all the important ingredients inside of it to experience highest level of bliss. So we don't need anything. We don't even need to take, definitely we don't need to take drugs. We don't need to take alcohol. We don't even at some point don't even need to take food. And this is where actually Kundalini yoga is heading, is the more you purify your body, the more you open up your consciousness, the more you receive the energy, not just from the lower chakras, which means sex, procreation, and very dense food. And the more it opens up, the more you're actually getting fed by the sunshine and by the energy from plants and by deep breathing, by your prana. And that's in that way your appetite starts to decrease. You don't want to eat meat anymore. At some point, you may even don't want to eat at all, or at least eating only once a day. And you start feeling very, very high on your own existence. And so this is what this mystical practice is for, is to become completely sovereign unit. So you don't need anything or anyone to feel incredible and remember that you're God's consciousness. So this is what this is about, you know, no biggie. Just remembering we're God's. All right, let's dive right in. I welcome you to close your eyes and just start stretching your body in any way that feels good. So just stretch your neck, stretch your back. If you need, maybe raise your arms in any way that feels good. And just start taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And just start noticing. How good does it feel just to become present with yourself and with your body? Become very attentive. Like notice, oh wow, it feels really good to stretch here. Or maybe, oh wow, it hurts a little bit there. Just really notice, how's your body doing? How's your soul doing inside? You know, we're sometimes so busy thinking and we rarely check maybe with that highest part of ourselves, so maybe with our inner child, which is the connection to our highest self. So just check with that state, that inner awareness and the body. And once you're connected, more or less to your body, you can anchor yourself in the center. And I welcome you to sit very straight, like this beautiful, divine, majestic Buddha. So shoulders are open, the spine is absolutely straight, the top of the head is aiming for the sky, the root is aiming for the center of the earth, shoulders are open, hands could be in Gyan Mudra, where index finger meets the thumb, and sit and feel joyful, centered, blissful. Deep breath in through your nose, deep breath out. And in this very centered, calm, grounded place, let's start rubbing our hands together. And I welcome you to set an intention for today's practice, to activate that remembrance, that connection to your highest self through your inner child. Our inner child is our purest, most innocent form of our soul. And I welcome you to make a full contact today through our practice. And maybe your intention will be to connect and play more with my inner child, or to create more safety for my inner child, or to open up the heart. It could be a very unique intention connected specifically to your inner child. That is the bridge to your higher consciousness. And once you're ready, we can press palms one against another, open your chest, open your back, and we're going to sing the mantra that we always use for the opening of Kundalini Yoga practice. It's Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times, which means I bow to the outer beauty outside of me, to the creative wisdom that I'm receiving. Om is an inner sound of receiving ONG. And Gurudev Namo, I bow to my inner creator to give, to cause, to create, to my inner guru, and I always do my best. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Focus on the third eye. Deep breath out through your nose. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in, and we begin.
I'm sorry, there is no voice. No voice. You are shut it down.
Thank you so much for the communication.
Okay, now it's okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're going to use now the microphone then from the Zoom. Can you guys hear now?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I think the microphone that I was attaching to myself just died and I tried to charge it, but okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do it one more time. So just hands in the prayer. Yeah. Let's do one more time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, focus on the third eye, open your shoulders, meet yourself. Connect to the sensation of fully holding your breath and yet having no tension in your body. You're holding your breath, you're squeezing your anus, your sexual organs in a root lock. You're focusing on the third eye and yet your body, your shoulders are relaxed. And when you're ready, let go. Breathe out, relax, and just meditate for a few moments with eyes closed. Hands are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Let go of any tension in your face. We often tense our face or our necks because this is where we talk and use our facial expressions. So truly let go. Beautiful. And from here, let's slowly, gently transition into the cat and cow. We're gonna get on our knees and our hands. You're gonna take a deep breath in, and you bring your shoulders and your hips up, and a deep breath out, and you fully close, yeah? So breath in when you go up, breath out when you go close. Focus on the third eye and imagine the mantra Sat Nam, Sat Nam in your mind. It means I am truth, truth is my identity. Deep, slow breathing through your nose. Eyes are closed. spine. On the final movement, go up and take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, stay here. And now deep breath out and close. And again, suspend your breath and hold it. And take a deep breath in the center. And a deep breath out and go into the child's pose, hands in the prayer, third eye on the floor, and fully relax. Completely let go of every muscle in your body. Beautiful. And when you're ready, slowly, gently come back up into the easy pose, how we begun. And we go into the butterfly position. So we're gonna put our soles of our feet together. And we're gonna use our hands to give us structure and strength. So we hold our soles of our feet with our hands. And in that way we give the structure to our spine. And we're gonna do breath of fire. So breathing out of your nose. And then use your belly to give you strength, yes? So it's shoulders are open, spine is straight, focus on the third eye, and feel like you're activating the sexual energy and actually celebrate it. There's so much judgment around sexual energy on our planet still. So start that fire and make it juicy. Feel yourself and really let yourself breathe very actively. Last 20 seconds, the strongest. deep breath in. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, focus on the third eye, shoulders are open, stay here for as long as you can with pleasure, with deep connection with yourself. And only when you're ready, let go. Breathe out, relax. You can put the legs back into the easy pose in any way that feels easy for you to sit. And just relax and meditate. Breathe deeply, connect to your sensations. Witness where is the life force awakening in your body. And from this place, let's activate our shoulders. So we're going to be taking a deep breath in from your left, and then deep breath out, and we'll move the right shoulder up. So it's breath in, breath out, yeah? And imagine as if you're breathing in the energy from the left and letting it out from the right, like actually visually witness it. And also as if you're breathing in from the left nostril and breathing out of the right. Like connect all the points, yeah? So it's... Find a good rhythm that feels good for you and dynamic, strong movement and breathing. And now switch the shoulders, breath in your right, breath out from your left. And now two shoulders together. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. And imagine Sat Nam in your mind. I am truth. My name is identity, is my truth. Rama bolo, Rama bolo, bolo bolo Ram. Rama bolo, Rama bolo, bolo bolo Ram. Rama bolo, Rama bolo, bolo bolo Ram. Rama bolo, Rama bolo, bolo Ram. Rama bolo, Rama bolo, bolo bolo Ram. Rama bolo, Rama bolo, bolo. And now take shoulders on the top. And now squeeze your face, your shoulders, your anus, everything, as if you concentrate at atomic level of energy into one dot. Hold it, focus on the third eye. Rama bolo, Rama And only when you're ready, let go with the sound and fully relax. Breathe out, meditate. Beautiful. And from here, let's activate our Sufi circles, our energy in the spiral movements. So circles to your left against the clock, and make sure you really open up your chest. You stretch it to your left. You really close it when you go back and stretch it to the right. So it's a proper spiral circle. And deep breath in when you go forward, deep breath out when you go back. And I welcome you to connect to the sensation with energies that do not serve your highest self, your inner child, any longer. Let them go. Maybe it's the energies of fears, of self-judgment, or of just shutting down. Thank those energies for the lessons and let them go through your breath, through your movement, intentionally. And now speed up a little bit, make it more dynamic, but still slow, deep breathing. And now switch the direction to your right, clockwise. And now I invite you to welcome energies you want in your consciousness, in your body, and emanate them, shine them out. The energy of self-love, of forgiveness, of compassion, of courage, of playfulness, whatever it is that you want to activate within your inner child with connection to your highest self. Feel it, be it, shine it out. And now meet yourself in the center. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Lock your lock. Focus on the third eye. Hands in Gyan Mudra, where index finger meets the thumb. And just stay here. Open shoulders, straight spine. Hold yourself in beauty, in your majesty, in the innocence of your inner child that we all have. And only when you're ready, let go. Breathe out, relax, and meditate. fully relaxed. And from this place, we will activate our fire and our solar plexus through this practice called Ego Eradicator to give the courage to our inner parent to provide the protection and care for our inner child. You know, like we all have that innocence inside, and we sometimes forget it because our own inner child is scared to even reveal his or her innocence with ourselves. So when we connect to our innocence, it's important to step into our inner parent and say, I'll take care of you, don't worry. We will figure it out together. And so this ego eradicator next practice is super good for it, just to activate the fire. So the hands will be like this, the little fingers on the pillows, the big thumbs are out. And we're gonna do the 60 degrees with our hands and breath of fire, focus on the third eye. So it's 3 minutes, very strong. At the end of it, I'm gonna tell you to take a deep breath in and bring the hands together, and we're gonna interconnect the big thumbs like this together and open the rest of the fingers wide, and we're gonna hold the breath at the end with hands up in the air, okay? But that's gonna be at the end. For now, 60 degrees, connect to that power, to that courage, to that fire, and let's do it, 2.5 minutes. Last 20 seconds, the strongest, the most powerful. And now when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Bring your hands up in the air, connect the big thumbs together, open the rest of the fingers wide like antennas, hold your breath, lock your root lock, stay here. Feel your strength, your power, your beauty, your majesty, your courage to show up for what's right, to show up for innocence, for love. And now when you're ready, breathe out with mouth open. Breathe in with mouth open. Again, hold your breath, lock your root lock, stretch into the sky and into the earth. Focus on the third eye and stay here for as long as you can, holding with pleasure. And now only when you're ready, slowly let go. Breathe out, relax, meditate. Very gently, hands on your knees, palms up. And feel like your aura is expanding. The essence of your soul is shining bright in all directions. And feel the joyful relaxation body in your soul, in the center of your being. Beautiful. And from here we will enter into one kind of a more of a dynamic practice. I'll just show you guys how it's done first. So it's called the frogs. It's one of the most, it's kind of intense, but it's good. You get the fire going. And it also kind of flips your kundalini, and then it starts to actually go from the bottom up, which is, partially the purpose here. So basically, we kind of like get on our hands and our feet like this, right? Like a frog, and using our hands with our fingers to give us structure and base. And so basically, when we're sitting down, the deep breath in, and when we're breathing out, we're going up. And then again, deep breath in, deep breath out, down. And when you go up, make sure that your heels still stay up, right? So you don't put your heels down. Heels are always up, yeah? So basically, yeah. So we're gonna do that 26 times. So count your own and get into the good rhythm, enjoy it. And at the end, you're gonna enjoy the relaxation so much. Okay, let's do it. Breathing through your nose. Let's go. And only when you're ready, slowly, gently come back to this sitting position and just meditate while relaxing. Beautiful. And from this, we're gonna do the movement of the hands into the outer wave, right in our chest, and with the breath of fire. And feel like your heart is opening, your compassion is opening up, and love for the whole world. very slowly now slow down, but keep the hands up and put the head back and just slowly breathe and feel like your heart is opening, your voice is opening, slow, deep breathing. And now very slowly, very gently bring the head up and slowly put the hands on your knees and meditate. Feel the shining love in all directions from your beautiful body. And from here, open up our heart chakras even more. Let's put the hands on our shoulders and just stretch it even wider. Slow, deep breathing. Feel like your capability to understand, to accept, even when you don't understand someone fully, you just accept them and their divinity. And you feel the love becomes just a natural state of your body. Not because somebody received your approval, but just because you are the shining awareness, loving awareness. And as your shoulders opened up, we're going to be taking a deep breath in through your nose and moving to your left, and deep breath out and moving to your right. So it's... And if you want a little bit wider angle, you can put the hands in Gyan Mudra, and in that way move to the left, to the right, and in that way you open up even more. Check with yourself, what is your body capable of, and let's do it. Deep breath into your left, deep breath out to your right, all through your nose. Focus on the third eye. Let's go. Last 20 seconds, the most powerful, the most wide open. Meet yourself in the center. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, focus on the third eye, dissolve into the love and awareness as your natural state. And only when you're ready, let go, breathe out, relax and meditate. We're gonna do one final warm-up before the final Kriya. So all the little exercises we do is actually a warm-up for the final Kriya that holds the most amount of energy. So this final warm-up is again breath of fire, but the hands in Gyan Mudra and just on your knees, yeah? And so the spine is straight, focus on the third eye just to get the prana really going, and just really connect to the powerful rhythmic breathing. Feel that strength of the life force dancing through you. And now take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, focus on the third eye, meet yourself. Hold it the longest you can. And when you're ready, let go. Breathe out, meditate with your whole body. Relax, let go. Beautiful. And from this place, we will enter into our finale Kriya. It's going to be done in the following way. We're going to put the fingers of our... Actually, let's do the other one. Just to activate more centeredness inside. So it's a very intuitive journey for me. When I give classes, I just feel the energy and I give. So it's going to be the following. We're going to put the left hand to our left side, and in that way we're kind of like giving an oath from our heart. It's the feminine energy, it's that from the heart. Yeah, we're giving the oath to be always fully connected to our inner center, to our inner truth, to our inner love, our inner guru, right? It's a full alignment. With the front right hand, it's gonna be moving like this. I'm just gonna show it sideways so you guys can see. So it's like this, yeah? And it's basically, it's very slow. So it's kind of like this, you're like the calm warrior, you know? The energy of a samurai that knows how to handle things with the absolute calm mind, even when on the battlefield, yeah? So it's that energy of a very centered, very grounded being that knows how to handle any darkness around while remaining in the heart. Yeah, it's a very powerful kriya. You'll feel a lot of energies moving through you. And so the breath is, we're going to be taking a deep breath in with mouth open, holding the breath as much as you can on the top, full lungs, and then breathing out through the nose calmly, right? Like through a straw, very slowly. And then again, holding your breath when you're empty. And again, deep breath in, slowly, and then hold the breath this whole time, moving the right hand very slowly, and then breathing out through your nose. And again, holding your breath, right? And then just welcome you into this very calm, very royal, majestic way of being that knows how to stay calm and protect the innocence, protect the love, first on the inside, and then know how to handle things on the outside. There's this one story about one well-known samurai in Japan. He was like the most powerful samurai. And once somebody broke into his house, and the thief, and he grabbed the sword and he was about to kill him. And the thief said, "Okay, kill me. Your sword is already here." And then the samurai stopped and said, "Actually, I'm not gonna kill out of haste or rushing or anger. I would only kill if that would be my last case scenario. And this is not the last case. Please leave my house." And that's it. You know, it's that calm warrior that knows when to use the sword and when to use just a calm discernment. So enter that calm samurai mode. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We enter in this kriya for 7 minutes. Can you guys do it, do you think? Maybe let's do it for 5 minutes today. 5 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Satyanarayana Vaheguru Hari Narayana Satyanarayana. Make sure you focus on the third eye. The eyes, very important. Keep it on the third eye and mid eyebrow point. Vaheguru Hari Narayana Satyanarayana. Satyanarayana Vaheguru Hari Narayana Satyanarayana final deep breath in. Hold your breath, lock your root lock, focus on the third eye, open your shoulders, meet yourself in a majestic pause, in full presence. And slowly let go, breathe out, meditate for a few moments with hands on your knees, palms up. And now just actively breathe out and shake everything. Just let go of any tension. Let go, let go, let go. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Your face, your body, everything. And from here, we will just enter into final 3 minute Shavasana. Fully let go, fully relax. Lay down if you can, or at least sit down very comfortably. And just let go. Relax fully. let's start hugging our right knee to our chest and move it all the way to your left. And just stretch the right hand to your right, the right leg to your left. So the cat twist. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And when you're ready, we'll switch and hug the left knee to your chest. And again, put to your right and the left hand to your left. Take a deep breath in, cat twist. And when you're ready, we hug the two knees to your chest. And we rock and roll forward and backwards a few times. Breath in, breath out. And when you're ready, slowly settle in back into the easy pose in no rush. Anchor yourself. Just find the centered, grounded position. The spine is open, the shoulders are open, calm, relaxed, fully connected to your inner knowing, to your inner child, to your higher self. And from this place, let's start rubbing our hands together. And I welcome you to express heartfelt gratitude towards yourself, first and foremost, for your body, for your sense of will, of commitment, of choice to love yourself, to awaken, to heal yourself, to strengthen your energetic field, and to direct it with intention, and hopefully with love in the places where you will direct it. Thank yourself. And then allow yourself to feel and express the gratitude towards everything and anyone on this planet Earth and beyond that you feel called to share your appreciation for. Shine it out. And when you're ready, we press palms one against another, open your chest, open your back, and we're gonna sing the closing mantra Sat Nam, which means I am truth. Truth is my identity. And we're gonna sing Lone Sat and a short Nam. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out through your nose. Focus on the third eye. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in, and we sing the mantra 3 times. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Light to all, and we put the hands into the sky. Peace to all, and we put the hands to the third eye. Love to all, and we put the hands to our heart chakra. Sat Nam, thank you so much for your practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your trust, for your openness, for showing up. Very grateful to practice with you together. Thank you, thank you. And if you feel like connecting or sharing, or asking any questions, feel free to connect. And if you just want to be in a silence, or you want to go and leave and enjoy yourself, everything is welcome. I'm just going to be here for another few moments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask or just to share. Can I get your contact? Sure, yes. You guys can get my contact. How do I do this? I have Instagram. That's great, you know, aliciana.ra. So you guys can always find me there. You can send me a direct message. I'm doing my best so far to communicate with humans. And lately, it's been a bit intense. You know, I live in India right now, and a lot of people want to connect and speak and talk, and I'm feeling like I'm pushing my capability at this point to directly communicate with a lot of people with requests. And actually also after I started teaching on this platform, it's also been a lot of requests. So I think I'm about to hire an assistant who will handle the initial requests, and then we will take it that on. But right now I'm still responding personally, just like I feel like my last bits of energy. But reach out. How you guys feeling? Please let me know how you're feeling. How's your body? How's your heart? What was happening through you? What kind of emotions rose to the surface? I'm curious. How does this practice land? You know, it's a continuous expansion, and for me, it's always continuous learning. So I'm curious, how's it landing? Hian, how are you feeling? I'm just gonna call people out.
Yeah, I feel like open, yes, kind of opening, the energy opening, and feel like when we do this practice, I feel like energy moving, and yeah, it kind of running through my body. I feel wow, amazing, a lot of energy.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
sharing.
yes,
Feels good, right? When we feel like, wow,
yeah,
there's electricity moving through our body. We
yeah,
feel just
electricity,
motivated.
yeah.
Mhm. Any other sensations, feelings, emotions?
Uh, and also like feel when we do this kind of practice, I don't know what when we hold the breath, and I feel my I have the pain in back of my heart, and then after that it release. So maybe it's some kind of stagnant. Then can it release after the practicing?
Actually, I'm so happy you shared that because I hear it from a lot of students. You know, anything we do for the heart, either this one or this one, you know, or this one, a lot of people start feeling a lot of pain, or sometimes for the ego eradicator. And like even strong, like strong men, they're like, I'm so muscled, I do so much of the workout, but I'm all of a sudden feeling this like sharp, unusual pains. And it's because it's energetic and it's emotional. We hold so much grief in our chest. This is like the heart where we shut down. So it's actually just some energetic blockages start to actually be moved with our prana and with our intention. So sometimes almost logically it makes no sense. Why am I feeling pain or sharp pain?
Yes,
But if we just continue to lean into it, the energy will get pushed, you know, like through the blockage, like the water will get through at some point. And then all of a
yes,
sudden you feel warmth and heat. You're like, oh, wow, I feel amazing all of a sudden. So it's like this beautiful, like, in the beginning, like stuck, but then it's like opens up and all of a sudden you have actually so much energy. So I'm so
yes,
glad you mentioned it. Yeah, it's a
yes,
magical
yes.
journey. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Mela Sturkin, first time breathing practice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to share this magic.
Want to
Zenka.
say thank you.
Mm.
I really enjoyed that class with you. I'm often doing Kundalini yoga, but what I'm missing is discipline. You know, I gotta find an online class, and then it kind of motivates me to get on my mat. And I noticed that it makes me rather sad while I'm actually speaking that truth out. And I also feel, and I feel how good it does me. My body just feels much more open than before, and I'm much more open in my heart area. But I'm kind of struggling with this silly thing called discipline.
Yeah, I feel you. I also want to share with you, you know, because when I started practicing Kundalini yoga, I did a teacher's training, you know, which of course there's so much energy, you know, it's like, wow, these Kriyas are working, I feel amazing. But then even me, like, you know, like after this teacher's training, I'm ready to teach. I still couldn't find enough self-discipline to do it by myself, you know. And then I found other 3 friends that I could practice with, and we bought teachers trainings online in 2020 and started doing a lot together. And I felt like I just needed to go through that process of like first pushing through that resistance and feeling supported by community. And then when I build up enough of energy, then it became actually like joyful practice, even when I'm by myself. But it needed that time. So, you know, I just welcome you not to judge yourself. Like it's such an intense process, actually, Kundalini yoga. And we are actually pushing through not just through our self-discipline, but we're pushing through karmic contracts of our parents and our ancestors. Because when you do Kundalini yoga, you purify your whole ancestral tree. So just know it's not just your own resistance, it's just some like contracts and energies, you know, and be gentle with yourself, be loving with yourself, and find community, you know, join my course that I'm launching here, join our webinars, like just join the fam. You know, I call like my friends practitioners fellow travelers. It's like we're all walking around that set, we're all just children that walk in each other home, you know. So I just welcome you into this group practices together, and as we practice together you will feel more and more love for yourself, and then the discipline will come not from self-judgment to push in, but just from relaxation and love and mischief. And I wish that for you in the near future.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thanks.
everybody. I'm gonna leave now.
Choo-choo-choo. Thank you, Gita. See you
Thank
around.
you.
See you
Yeah.
soon. Thank you.
Blessings.
That's you as well.
Thank you. I enjoyed very much. Greetings from Europe.
Hi, Stenka. Greetings.
Really, really very strong. I'm doing breathic exercises now from June every weekend. This strong one in such we're doing it, but with gongs and with frequencies from the pots, from crystal and so on. And I'm doing this from Malaysia, terahertz for 2 years now. And
Oh,
when
wow.
we were laying down,
Mhm.
I used this frequency to more relax. But yours exercises are this what I was searching for. So thank you. Hope you're back.
Thank you so much, love. Oh, but with pleasure. Yeah, we're just starting out, actually. We're launching so many courses here with this platform and preparing really exciting programs, guys. So I'm very excited to share, and I feel so happy to hear that it's supporting you and helping you. And yeah, we're gonna do a lot on this platform. And I'm also, you know, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'm also leading some of my clients through private journeys, and it's like an 8-week initiation that I take people on, and every week we work on a different chakra. A lot of things are coming up, you know. I'm just now, which is why I'm gonna hire an assistant to handle a lot more energies. But yeah, we're already here, we're on this platform, so just sign up and enjoy. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I feel
So
that
happy.
I will do it with my people in Slovenia with your mentorship. I
Thank you
really
so
like
much,
it.
Zenka.
Yeah.
So much. Thank you. My deepest pleasure and honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Feels so good. I love love. when we all enjoy ourselves, each other, and practice together. To me, truly, it's like it's actually beyond practice. It's kind of mystical and magical in Kundalini. In a way, we're about ourselves, right? Because we close our eyes and we go so inward within ourselves. But then we open our eyes and we're actually in a community together and we feel so supported at the same time. I love that. It's like we get best of both worlds, you know? That's my favorite. Thank you
Great.
so much, Zeka. Yeah, welcome to the club of love. Thank you. Thank you. If anybody else to share it, Adina or Kartika, if anyone, of course, no pressure, but only if you feel like it. Or maybe just text us in a group.
I feel amazing with this class. I feel the energy because I need a little bit to put at work, and I enjoy. I enjoy. I think always I say I made this about myself, but I don't. I need company to do that. Yes. And it's a beautiful energy. It's a new energy. I don't recognize this energy. And I'm glad to participate this class.
Thank you so much, Adina. My pleasure. My pleasure. You know, I call it Sangha. You know, like in Indian, from Sanskrit, Sangha means it's your inner circle of like soul family that you practice with. And to me, it's so, so, so important to practice with Sangha and to feel like we're on the same path and we're awakening all in our own way, but somehow together. So and I just feel so connected and like I'm part of the family also when I teach and also when I receive the teachings from someone. So super happy to share it with you guys. And if anything, you know, like I'm studying this community online and I call it like gods at play, you know, because I believe we're all gods and goddesses that came here to play and to love. There's really nothing else for us to do. And I call it, it's like we're like, you know, fellow travelers. So all gods and goddesses, there's no someone higher or better or more important. It's just family. And everybody shares their beauty, you know, we all have some unique talents that we share. And I mean, in this particular moment, I share with you Kundalini Yoga, but I'm confident every single one of you carries some unique part of this mosaic of life, you know, this beauty. And I lean into that energy, which is why I've always been very careful to even call myself a teacher because it carries so much of like stories around. And I prefer to stay in the family energy, you know, like with friends. Like with friends, we share things together. And that's why, like, also in India right now, I'm hosting these things called salons from French. A salon means a gathering of artistic friends that gather together in a living room to weave a tapestry of beauty of life together. And so we practice yoga and then we sing mantras and then we dance and then we pray and just like all around the fire. And it's just so special. If you guys ever in India, please come. And we do every week, we work on different chakra. And so we sing, dance, pray mantras, drink cacao, tea, all in the energy of that chakra that night. So it's just so fun. Like I really love to start merging spirituality, music, playfulness, kindness all together into one delicious soup. So probably that's why, Adina, you feel it's a new energy. Because it's combining quite a lot of things in a very family style. But welcome and thank you so much for the appreciation. Beautiful. Well, I also hear from Melis again. I think she already had to maybe leave. All right, guys. Well, I'm so happy to connect with you here. Let me know if you have any other final questions. And if not,
So can I ask whether this practice we can practice how many times per week, or we can practice daily?
Yeah,
every time.
practice.
There are no restriction, like because you do a lot of fried bread, so like you have to eat empty stomach or something like that. You don't eat
Yeah, oh yeah,
before.
that's important. Yeah. Don't eat an hour before you do practice, yes. And if you're on your period, then don't do breath of fire, but just do slow, deep breathing. Because you know, all of these kriyas, guys, that I share with you, right? We do with them for 2-3 minutes max, right? And then the final one we do for longer, a little bit, right? This is it's an introductory practice of Kundalini that literally anyone can do. And I call it like brushing your teeth, you're brushing your chakras. You can do it anytime, really. Like I sometimes even do it on my period because I mean my body is already so used to moving that energy, you know. Now, if you do the same breath of fire for 7-8 minutes, okay, that's much more intense. And if you do each of this kriya for 7-8 minutes, you can fly out to another dimensions. And then maybe a little bit too much to do it every day, and like, you know, your body may get like a little fizzled up. But 2-3 minutes, it really is just a cleanup. And if you want to go much deeper, then all of those kriyas need to be done for much longer. Like for example, again, also like here in Goa, I sometimes teach 2.5-3 hour class. And so basically, you know, we enter, it's a very slow, like we arrive before sunrise, we connect to the energy of one chakra, we just meditate and breathe into that chakra, or just hold anus for like 5-7 minutes, just contracting and letting go slowly, you know, like we really unpack it very, very slowly. And then each kriya is for like 5 to 7 minutes, and the final kriya sometimes goes on for 20 to 30 minutes. So the kriya that we did with you guys for 5 minutes, in a long practice you do it for 20-30 minutes, you know. And so then Shavasana needs to be for at least 10 minutes after, because everybody just checked out the whole other dimension, you know. And then we're slowly coming back up, and then usually after the class is finished, we're just in silence because so many processes happening. A lot of people sometimes have release, start crying or sobbing, some people start laughing, some people start orgasming. I have one client, she literally like full out orgasms in the middle of the class. And I like it's loud and it's so explosive and she can't stop it. It's just happening in her body. It's hilarious. The first time it happened, it was in the women's circle, and we were in India, you know, where people are very conservative with sexual energy. And we were on the second floor of my house, and I forgot to close the curtains because we began in afternoon. And so it's evening, it's dark. People can see us, for like fishes in an aquarium. And she started orgasming out loud, like the security and the owner of the hotel ran and started asking what's going on because they get so scared. But it was just this girl, she was just orgasming because the Kundalini started rising through all of her body, and she just like felt such a bliss she couldn't contain it. And I can see it, you know, I really can now, after leading so many classes, I can see when people like, sometimes it's rare, but some people actually just want attention. But in her case, it was just literally, you can see her body couldn't contain it, you know. So a lot of really big energies moving. And what we're doing with you, it's kind of like it's a subtle energy of just this class within an hour, you know, just to a little bit taste it. But if you want to go deeper. But then I would recommend to just start slow, you know, like if you want to practice just cat and cow, just do that for 7-8 minutes, and breath of fire for 7-8 minutes, and witness your body's sensations after, you know, don't rush, because it's good to start slow and then build on it, and then you learn how to regulate your body, you know. And I think that's why people sometimes say Kundalini yoga is dangerous. Like, sure, if you dive in right into 3-hour practice and not listening to your body signs, then maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable in your body, and your body will let you know actually with its discomfort, you know. So I'm for the very gradual, very slow, very subtle, very self-loving journey. And in that way, Kundalini just grounds inside of you rather than exploding too dangerously, you know. I mean, exploding orgasm, I think, is great, but like without burning yourself down.
How then the people that had reactions at the end of these 2-3 hours cursing, that have some deep reactions, what do you do with them then?
It depends, you know. Sometimes like overall in Kundalini yoga, it's recommended for teacher not to ever touch the student, because basically students are in their own energy field and the energy starts to really open up. So when you touch, you really exchange a lot of energies, and you're not supposed to do it. We're actually not even supposed to look in the eyes anybody, because you also exchange energy through the eyesight, which is why, like, especially in the class, when I explain the kriya, I just explain the kriya with the eyes closed. And I tell people, please keep throughout your class eyes closed so you can stay in your own energy, you know. And so usually if it's really explosive and I can feel like the person needs help, then I may approach and just like subtly whispers like, hey love, do you need any water? Start breathing very deeply, very slow, very deep breath in, very slow, very deep breath out. Usually people, when they get excited, the breath becomes very short and like it's like very activated. So the very first key, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And in that way your whole energy like right away grounds, you know? And then the very next one could be just lay down if you're not laying down yet. And before you're laying down, take a sip of water, and the water will also ground you, you know. And then I had one situation with somebody who had like full kind of like body convulsions. It's actually sometimes happens also in intense breath work classes. It's this thing called type 2, when you actually have like little seizures. But I know why it happened in her body. She actually did first Kundalini class and it was fine, but then she did very intense Hatha yoga after, and she did like basically 4 hours of practice of total. So her body was just like exhausted from it after she hasn't done any, and she just landed from Paris into India and jumped right into the crazy practices. So her body was just exhausted and not hydrated. So that's another thing, you have to be hydrated. And so, you know, I just like, we put a blanket on her body and we like held her feet. Like when you held the feet, it's actually the whole body calms down. So I held the feet of her toes, and somebody was just like calming down and holding her shoulders and just reminding her that she needs to breathe very deeply. And then also essential oils actually could help very much. So we just given her grounding oils like sandalwood, just to smell in. And the moment you receive the smells inside, even if you cannot take a deep breath of water, smells help, which is why I also burn incense in the classes. So there's just like a lot of different tools, you know. Sometimes people just need to cry it out, and actually to get involved and try to calm a person down is actually not that helpful. They actually need to feel it, you know. And it's like there's one place where it's finally the emotions came out. It's like just let the person feel, you know, because sometimes I think people are uncomfortable with the pain of the others, so then they try to like calm them down. It's like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And it's like, yeah, it's gonna be okay if you don't get involved. So the person has the whole emotion to actually finally be experienced in their body, and then they will feel healed after it because they allow the emotion to calm, because usually we suppress, you know, any uncomfortable emotions. So sometimes person just need to cry it out, breathe it out, and then slowly when they're ready to come out. And after that, good thing to do is just then go have a really good meal, you know, healthy, grounding, clean meal, and then it will immediately ground your body. And then lots of sleep, because we receive a lot of good messages and aha moments after we sleep, in the sleep, you know. So it's just good to kind of ground that thing that got activated in our subconscious, to come back that in the dream space as well. Lots of rest, sunshine, laying down on the ground. The earthy energy of the earth grounds us very much. So also just lay down on the ground and a couple of deep breaths in, that all helps. So a lot of methods.
Thank you.
Depending on the situation. Yeah, my pleasure. All right, loves. Well, let's stay in touch. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, aliciana.ra. And we'll also, I think we already put on the platform my first course, which goes through full activation of first 3 chakras through Kundalini yoga practice. And I think there's some either lecture or meditational practices that come with and homework, royal rituals. And in that way you ground what gets activated in your subconscious in your very practical behavior on a day-to-day basis to ground that chakra. And so that's already out, and we're soon going to launch also another 4 chakras out there. So enjoy, and if you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Satnam.